Hey guys, so there have been a few news posts on the official Twitter account again, and as the update will be there in about 3 days, I thought let's make one final update video on the news and also add a little extra in the end. The first thing I want to quickly talk about is the gift wrapper clip that we got to see. And before I give you my personal opinion, let's quickly discuss what he will do. So in the bottom left we can see that he will sell you high-end items for a not so affordable price. That means you get really high power level items, but they will also cost a lot. Now from what we can see, the price range is pretty big and the items seem to be randomly selected. As there is no restock or reroll button on it, and as the description says that it will give you high-end items, I'm guessing that he will adjust to your current power level and restock items whenever you enter the camp. Kind of like the blacksmith right now, but he obviously doesn't need to restock. And then while you look at the items that he has in stock, you can see a few purple squares below the non-artifact item types. We didn't get any information about it, but I would guess that it shows you how many of the 3 enchantment slots the item has. Now my personal opinion on him is that I think the idea is nice, but that he could end up being useless in the end. The reasons for that being that he is the most useful while you are still leveling your character up, but during this time you rarely have enough emeralds to buy from him as the prices are pretty high. During the endgame, chances are just really small that he will have that one specific item with the perfect 3 enchantments you are looking for. I can already see myself browsing through his items the first week and not buying a single thing. The game doesn't know what you are looking for, so if the chances for a unique from him are the same as the ones of a golden chest for example, you can think about it yourself how many of those you had to open to find the one perfect unique in there. Now of course you can always find the perfect item in there, at least there's a chance for it, and that's why I will keep browsing through his offers regardless, but I'm not hyped about him. The next thing we get to see is some footage of a daily trial. We did see the rules of that trial in posts before, and I've spoken about daily trials and my opinion on them in a previous video already. So there is nothing much to talk about it at this point, but it is still nice to see how a daily trial will look like when actually playing it. While we are talking about the previous videos, some of you noticed that at one point in the footage I missed a new tab in the inventory. It appears to be a key section, and now this section could have multiple uses. Some say it's for storing crates, or maybe you get keys for completing daily trials that you can open special chests with, or that it is for locking items that you don't want to salvage. Right now we have no information, but we will find that one out very soon. In the last clip they shared with us, they showed us a little more about the items included in the Creeping Winter DLC. Now that gave me the inspiration to think about and try out a couple of different builds. I could think of using the items from the Creeping Winter DLC. Now I'm going to show some in-game footage from my livestream here, where I was using these items in the game already. Even if it isn't a big spoiler anymore, I want you to be aware of that and stop watching if that's something you don't want to see. Now in general I was using a Frost Scythe with Anima Conduit, Swirling and Shockwave, a Frost Armor with 2x cooldown and Cowardice, as well as Boots of Swiftness, Ice Wand and Torment Quiver, and then together with the Winter's Touch with Poison Cloud, Multi-Shot and Radiance Shot. The bow is the most interesting item of all of these, so I will use that one in a few different ways here. Now in the footage in the background you can see that I'm using the Winter's Touch bow together with the Torment Quiver. The fact that the bow shoots 3 arrows all the time makes it really good, as Torment Quiver makes those hit a single enemy multiple times and by that have Radiance Shot and Poison Cloud trigger multiple times as well. If you just walk with the arrows you get healed a lot while also dealing a lot of damage as AoE damage. Now the other 2 items honestly aren't too useful, that's why I made a variant of this build using the Wither Armor, Deathcap Mushroom and a Soul Knife or Double Axe. That makes it way more efficient, but I have to say that as long as the normal Double Axe build doesn't get hit in the next patch, the old build is still the better one. Now another option which I didn't took video footage of would be to enchant the bow with Multi-Shot Power and Supercharge and use it with the Fireworks Arrow to kill bosses and packs very quickly. Basically just like you currently do with the Hawk Crossbow. The last thing I have is more of a joke build as it isn't really strong. It uses any armor that can provide you with 4 times cooldown, 1 inbuilt on the armor and 3 times as an enchantment, and then use 3 times the Ice Wand so that these get used constantly. Now while it is fun to walk around and pretend to be a living avalanche, this is honestly pretty bad and you should not do that. Now that's all I have for this video. I hope you liked it, and if you have another idea for builds using the Winter DLC items, let me know in the comments below. Thank you all for watching and see you next time. Bye bye!